Right, it's Don't Forget to Breathe. It's Thursday, obviously, and I've moved the camera around so everything's not backwards. I've moved that mirror shit off. That always frustrates me. It always has frustrated me. So what have I got? I want to just fucking move my dirty, well, not my dirty laundry, but my clean laundry out of the way there. Um, yeah, there's something big. There's something big that I don't want to talk about right now. It's it could be life changing if things fall on my side and the best outcome for me lands face up. We're talking retirement, but I'm not gonna. It's not gonna come to a conclusion for um for a few months, I should say. It's not gonna come to a conclusion for a few months. It's massive. Um, if it goes my way, it's massive. If it doesn't go my way, I'm right where I am at the minute. There's no penalty that I would suffer. It's just I'm still here, still here doing this shit. But if it does fall my way, the biggest, the best outcome would be retirement. I would have enough money to retire on, but we will see. I actually started the put the wheels in motion the other about a week or so ago. Then the other day, I took the next step the other day, and actually spoke to somebody. Well, I say spoke to somebody. It was an automated reply. Um, I then used AI to cut through all the crap of the automated reply, and I've got to take the next step. Is now I've got to wait until the weekend, this weekend, to take the next step, and then once I've done that, there's like at least it could be as long as 3 month a 3 month wait. I've just got my fingers crossed that it fucking comes up smelling of me, which is not a pleasant smell, not in this heat anyway. Um, so yeah, I'm not going to talk about. I'm not going to say what it is. I mean, it's hell. It's a story. It's a hell of a story. It's a hell of a story. Um, well, I'll get to that when the outcome when it concludes. I'll get to it. I'll talk about it. But like all I've got now, what I've been doing at this minute in time is that I've been daydreaming about retiring. Obviously, I've been daydreaming about retiring, and I've always had this plan of retiring on the boat, on the canals, on an narrow boat. The the ultimate plan, the money no object plan, would be a Dutch barge traveling between the south of France in the winter months and heading up north and east, taking in the Netherlands and as far as the Netherlands and Germany. During the warmer months, it would just be a fantastic life, I think. Um, and then I started like asking. I can't be asked getting it out, but asking Gemini all the things that I'd need to know and do while I was taking this journey. And it was very interesting. The ideal sort of boat, if money was no object, the ideal sort of Dutch barge to get, I believe off the top of my head, it's 15 foot, 15 foot, um, which would be it would be narrow enough to go through the smallest of waterways in Europe. So I'm not limiting myself on me travel. I can get around on a 15. I say 15 foot. That's normally like fucking lengthwise. I'm talking about like um, width. on that sort of boat, it'd be a nice size apartment, um, but it would also allow you to get through the smallest of waterways in Europe. So that's the sweet spot. Um, come on, come on, numbers on Friday. Yeah, and all the legal side of things that I need to know, the licenses I'd need and what have you. Oh, do you know if my numbers came up on Friday? I'd be gone. I'd be gone. Fuck all the issues. I'd be off. I'd be off. Be out of this shit all. Although I think if it truly was money no object, I would have the Dutch badge uh, off in uh, probably more than Amsterdam, somewhere like that. And I would have a narrowboat this side of the North Sea, where the where the where it costs a hell of a lot more. It just does. It can be cheap living on an narrowboat over there, but it just costs an awful lot more. Um, but I would, if money was no object, I'd have two boats. I'd have one here and one over in because you only you have to apply for a visa. You need to be um, oh, it's on there, but I'd need to come back to the UK for a certain amount of time and then go back over again. And I know, because when I first came, when this first realised this dream, it was a mixture of my uncle was building an narrowboat and on like or restoring a narrowboat and having a conversation with the customer when I was working there. I'm going back like Jesus, about 10 years, over 10 years ago, when I was working with the brother. Um, my uncle was restoring, say, my uncle was restoring a narrowboat, and one of a customer came in, and we just started talking um, about narrowboats. And now he had a mooring over in the Netherlands, and that's he spent most of the year traveling around Europe, along the canals around Europe. But because of regulations, he had to come back to the UK for X amount of time. It wasn't as back then. It wasn't as much back then as what it is now, um, because of the Brexit and all that. But like, it's not an issue. But that's probably what I do. That's probably what I do. I come back and I'd have a little fucking bargee, a little barge here, and I'd fuck off somewhere for a few weeks. I think about what 2 months or however long it was. And I come back, I park it up in the docks. Probably pay a fucking massive mooring fee just for a fucking canal boat to sit there. Mind you, I could rent it out, couldn't I? Make a bit of money that way, and then I'll fuck off back over to Europe and continue traveling through Europe. So yeah, that's the plan. That'll be a very nice plan. And if things land in my direction in a few months' time, maybe it's bon voyage. Yeah, you never know. Anyway, so that's it. That's all I've got. Oh, one last thing. One last thing. The course that I was supposed to be starting at the start of this month. They've got me down for the next course, which starts the end of next month. So I'm still got there. I'm still got me still got me other plan of if things if things are no, because they never do go my way. But if things don't go my way, I've still got the coding, the plan to go into coding, which I actually on the laptop, which is something else I should actually say, is when I picked this up last Thursday. I'd never used a Chromebook before. Never. I'm still getting used to Chrome OS. But when I was learning, because there was a learning curve, when I was learning about it, I realised that I could run a Linux engine underneath the Chrome OS. And so using AI as a guide, I built the Linux engine. Never used Linux before. My plan on the rebuild is to install Linux on there and learn my way around Linux. I thought this is a great way to start. So I built the Linux engine and I started seeing what I could do. Again, guided by AI. And by the Sunday evening, I'd built um, I built a website and full functioning website, but it's hosted locally from the Linux engine. So that was fun. My next step, and I'm still in the planning stages, my next step on that particular project of mine is to build a full website and have it hosted on one of these free sites that host websites for people like me. And the plan is, I'm in the design stage, and the plan is to. I've got an old gaming channel, and I'm going to do a hub for that, and that's basically the whole setup. The website will be geared towards my old gaming channel, which I don't use. I haven't looked up. I think the last time I put something on it was probably about 3 years ago. I think I couldn't even tell you what it was, but I vaguely remember streaming about 3 years ago. It might have been Fortnite, not Fortnite. It might have been Apex Legends. I wasn't a Fortnite player. I was Apex Legends player. Probably I might have streamed Apex Legends. Oh no, I know what the last thing was. I I streamed a blind playthrough of what's it called? Did you give us the moon? And I must admit, I only got halfway through it, and I was enjoying that. I might have to do that again. I might have to do because I only got halfway through it, but I was enjoying that. Um, yeah, I might actually do that thinking about it. Yeah, so I did that about 2 years ago while I was bored. I was sat here bored and went, you know what, I'm just going to do a blind playthrough of a game I've never played before. And I was enjoying it. Uh, but I might have to go and do part two of that. It's been long enough. I did actually get a little bit of traction on that one, if I remember rightly. So, but yeah, that's my plan on that on my little coding and web design project, which is part of what this course that I'm going on next month is about. This like basic IT part of the module. There's the basic IT module. There's the coding module, which is the one I'm most interested in, and the final module is the web design, which I have a secondary interest in. I want to get into coding. That's because why the hell not? So yeah, that's the plan anyway. And now a new plan. I'm like, oh, show us the moon or give us the moon or whatever it was fucking called. Interesting game. Anyway, that's it. That's all I've got. So I'm gonna wrap it on about. I'm gonna take over to 14 minutes because that's where I'm at the minute. So that's me. I'm done. I'm out. Look after yourself. Love you. Bye.